Hi, thanks for tuning in. I've got a bit of an interesting video for you today. I'm actually picking up an organ, an electric organ, from the police station in town with some help from Tom, my friend, who you've seen in a previous video, I think. He was in the ISOBox video, my first video actually. And yeah, I bought this organ on eBay. It was an auction actually, a Sussex Police Department auction, which I didn't expect to win, but I did. And I paid £32 for this organ, which I think is faulty, it doesn't work, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to be using the parts that are inside of it. There's only one problem, which is that it probably won't fit in his car, so we might have to take it apart on site, which again is no problem because I'm going to be taking it apart anyway. It's just that it might be a bit difficult to do it there, and it's raining right now. So I'll bring some tools, but we'll see what happens. And I'm going to be using the tools, and sorry, not the tools, I'm going to be using the parts inside of it to make cool stuff with. So I'll check back in when he gets here.
Well done, well done.
You ready for it? We're back. Episode 1. It's the last time Tom was featured. And then there's also the famous deleted tape machine episode, which never made it. So that might come out in a few months though. Just haven't really had the time to make that. But Tom was also in that because, again, he's the only person I know who actually owns a car in Brighton. That might not be true, but the only person I could ask for his services anyway. Because, yeah. I won't cut his voice like I did last time in the edit, because apparently he was saying something, but then I cut it with another clip or something, or the audio faded and it sounded really weird. So I promise not to do that now. But yeah, we'll be back when the organ is in front of us. This is the police station. There's a police van over there. Serious business. So we didn't actually film any of the process, but this is the last item going in. So we had to break off this foot here, but other than that, we didn't have to take anything apart or anything like that. Just fits it in the car nicely, so yeah.
Nice. Let's get this out onto a tray.
I actually did ask if it was involved in any murders, but it was a donation apparently, so no funky, interesting backstory for this item, but oh well. So we're in my living room now. I just got back and we put the organ in the living room as well, as you can tell, which is sitting behind me right there. I'm going to be taking it apart here and stripping it, and yeah, essentially just taking out the parts that I want to use. I've got quite a few ideas for things I can do with some of the parts that are inside of the organ here. So I think I'll be making one thing, like the thing I mentioned in the beginning of this video, the DIY kind of tower switcher system thing from the bass pedals, and the other things I'm going to be taking out of it I'll probably repurpose in other videos for things, so because otherwise this video would be really long, because I could make so many things from the things that are inside of it. So yeah, I do want to also give Tom a shout out. He just helped me with this car, which you saw. He's opening up a new karate school in the Brighton area, so there you go. Oh no, he's here. That's Tom. He's a sensei with his 3rd Dan belt, or he's got a black belt and he has his 3rd Dan, so he's like above the black belt. He's like essentially like a karate master. So if you're looking to get into karate, then check out the Shorinjiro Renkishan Karate Do in Brighton. So yeah, let's get cracking and let's open this thing up. Cheers. So, it's open. As you can tell, there are loads of interesting little bits and bobs inside. I think this is actually a spring reverb, which might be cool to repurpose and to use for just audio stuff. If I put it in a little box so I can send like stuff from my DAW into it, that'd be cool to use. As I mentioned earlier, this speaker I could use for a subkick or something else. Yeah, the bass pedals are going to be sick to use. Then I can use this maybe to make an expression pedal. It's a little tweeter here, I think. Then the keys, I think, are also accessible through here. So I'm going to have to take everything out to get to them, but I'll just keep going and we'll see what happens.
Look at all these sick buttons. I think they're pretty sick buttons, but...
Qui-Gon is all about following the way. The deepest knowledge you can see the Emperor's ship.
So the organ has now been disassembled. This is the main thing I was after, the bass pedals. So I'm gonna tidy up this mess and sort all the parts out, and then I'll probably be back tomorrow or later tonight, or in a different video to actually make something with the parts.